All right, welcome to the first episode of the Biker Gang podcast. I'm Rick Johnson, and this is my friend Casey, and we're going to do a really short first podcast together before we have any guests. So let's start here. What do you think we should talk about?
I think we should be talking about the future, what will become of Cartoon Network.
Yeah, Cartoon Network has been in the news a lot recently. One thing that is really concerning is now Cartoon Network has got less hours. Cartoon Network is now ending at like 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. That is way too early, and I think Adult Swim should get its own channel now.
Yeah.
Some people argue Adult Swim shouldn't be getting its own channel in the U.S. because of what happened in Canada, but I think it would be a lot different. There would be more free, creative freedom on Adult Swim in the U.S.
Yeah.
How about the new shows? The only problem with some of the new shows is they're going to be on Adult Swim now, which makes this even worse because Cartoon Network has had their primetime slots taken away. What do you think of that?
I'd say that's really concerning.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I thought we'd move on to our first segment. This is going to be the You Know It's Bird Shit segment.
Tweet, 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 tweet.
You know what's bird shit?
Now tell me, what is bird shit?
There's no more snow days and that they replaced them with online class. I mean, come on. Like, let kids enjoy their days off. And not everyone has time to do online class. Like, what if they have to do work with their parents, like shovel the snow and such like that?
Well, I hate to break it to you, but that ship has sailed.
Yeah, it's no longer winter, but I just thought I'd talk about this because sometimes it snows in April and such like that, because we should be celebrating spring. It should be warm weather, but yet for some reason it snows in April and May. As this evolves, I think I've also be talking about what I have planned out, but yeah.
It doesn't snow here in April.
Sometimes I remember sometimes it does, but the only good thing about it is it's not severe. The only problem with this is they want to prevent makeup days from happening, and that also expands. I'm gonna make this a bonus one too. You know what's also bird shit? Like school in June, you know, like makeup days in June. Like, I understand people on the East Coast have to go to school in June, but they tried doing that before a few years ago, and thankfully that didn't happen. And what's worse is having homework, like submarine projects during June. It's like, let the kids enjoy their summers, you know?
Yeah.
So, case in point, getting rid of snow days and canceling them and replacing them with online class, and not giving the kids a day off, as well as snow in April, as well as having summer reading project and forcing makeup days. That is bird shit.
Yeah.
And now we move on back to the main topic of this podcast. I think we should talk about the success of the Nostalgia Network real quick in the podcast. We should talk about that. I'm really happy that the new Rise and Fall of Boomerang video is getting really successful, and this channel is getting the respect it deserves. You know, that's pretty good because for the Nostalgia Network, I'm working on the newest video, and that's a video on Fox Kids, because I've already made one on Kids WB, and that happened to be the one with the most votes. I just thought I'd celebrate the success of the Nostalgia Network.
Now I just want to take this moment to give a big fuck you to my high school for not being able to let me be part of their event. And I know they're going to say, "Oh, well, you decided not to go." Well, that's not true, because the school made me do that virtual stuff when we went back to school in January of 2021, and they still made me not able to, because they couldn't confirm, so they didn't make me go to the event I signed up for, and I still would want that rematch. Not to mention, they wanted me to go to graduation in Indiana, which is not in my state, for because my state is Kentucky and I went to school in Kentucky. They were begging me harder to go to that graduation event in another state just because it was nearby. Harder than a kid was to ask his parents for a PlayStation 5 for Christmas. But guess what? I still stayed true to my words, and I still decided not to. Yeah, I still decided not to go to the graduation. Anyways, one more thing before I go. Speaking of the Cartoon Network and the current state, to think Teen Titans Go is 10 years old as of today. Teen Titans Go is now 10 years old, which it won't be long before it overtakes Ed, Edd n Eddy as the longest running show. And like some people have said, Teen Titans Go is not even a Cartoon Network made show. It's not done at Cartoon Network Studios. So let's hope it doesn't last as long as SpongeBob or The Simpsons or any of those other long-running cartoons. Let's hope some other show can made by Cartoon Network can beat Teen Titans Go, because Teen Titans Go is not made by Cartoon Network. It's made by Warner Bros. Animation, and most people don't like the show. I mean, I know a lot of kids like it, but I mean, with how well the show has gone and its controversies, I mean, that's pretty surprising. Nobody would think Teen Titans Go would last at least 10 years. Anyways, I'm not going to be able to bring back my friend for the rest of this podcast. This is just the first episode. Sorry it was so short. It's not going to be that great, but trust me, if my friend is able to come back for the next episode, that would be at least good. So I don't know if he'll come back for the next episode, even if it's not for the rest of this first episode. So yeah, the next episodes will have guests. So please stay tuned to this podcast for that. Let me know what you think. And yeah, that's about all. This has been Brick Johnson, and of course my friend Casey for the Biker Gang podcast. And thank you for watching and listening.